And for all the people who tell me to sit down because the fact that I'm always standing makes them nervous, that's not my problem. You stand up. Everybody stand up. The fact that you get nervous when people stand up, think of what I'm saying. Subconsciously speaking, please. I want to go back to what I actually want to talk about. Rasputin. Where the hell my whip went? So, when I was developing Reiki restoration, and I want to do this. I do everything with one hand because I'm always holding my phone, talking to myself. So, my mom called me Rasputin when I was getting ready to be the Wandering Wizard. And I didn't, I knew the name, but I didn't know who Rasputin was until my mom encouraged me to go look him up. And what I found big dummy garbage rappers, we Red Fox. Sorry, it's quiet until I hear that lyric. This sped up version is so much better. So, the Wandering Wizard. As I was setting up to make sure that I can take my restoration station with me, my mom encouraged me to look for Rasputin because he was the first Wandering Wizard. Holistic, nutritionist, health coach, expert. I'm not joking. I only looked it up once and it was like, well, back when I had a beard. Yeah, earlier last year. I liked it better when I had the oil heater to warm the stuff back up. So, the one, I guess I can't sit in my bird cage. My throne. Suits there. Day suit. Night suit. Casual look suit is in the bathroom there. The change room. So, the teleportation pipe. Pardon me. Rasputin was simply a traveling nutritionist, herbalist. He's a little doctor wandering around. I can't remember the era or the area off the top of my head. However, the Fornication Under Consent of the King Act, the king's son was sick, or whatever leader who lived in the castle at the time. Yeah, I guess you'd call king, emperor, whatever. His son was sick and dying. They could, the best of the best doctor in the land of the Fornication Under Consent of the King couldn't figure out what the hell it was. So someone brought in the traveling herbalist, Wandering Wizard, Rasputin. He took one look at the diet the kid was on, said, get rid of the sugar, get rid of the crap, watch him get better, simply put. And he got better. They accused him of black magic, shocker, witch hunt. And they wanted to fire him. And he warned them, if you fire me, that's fine. I respect your decisions. However, if you fire me and you take your son off the herbal treatment, the holistic herbal nutritionist treatment I have put him on, your son will die if you put him back on what the doctors had him on. This didn't end well for anyone in this story. They accused him of black magic wizardry. They sent him on his way. And within a short time,
When you don't have motivation.
Get rid of the crap. Watch him get better, simply put. And he got better. They accused him of black magic. Shocker. Witch hunt. And they wanted to fire him. And he warned them, if you fire me, that's fine. I respect your decisions. However, if you fire me and you take your son off the herbal treatment, the holistic herbal nutritionist treatment I have put him on, your son will die if you put him back on what the doctors had him on. This didn't end well for anyone in this story. They accused him of black magic wizardry. They sent him on his way. And within a short time, the son was dead. Because they... Of course, that just sealed it in more. Then he's a black magic prophet. Right? Because he predicted it was going to happen. However, it set the ketone for the world. Ketones are also found out as berries and harmonic sequencing of DNA. Stephanie Brokop, your music. Your voice has harmonic sequencing healing. Your music healed my head. I'm not joking, Red. I want to talk to you. I want to work with you for free. You got kids. You got more than one kid. You need some help there. I can even say, I'm a photographer. I can give you some advice on some of your pictures there too. I love your work. None of it's nude. Her stuff, her OnlyFans, I've subscribed to. Beautiful art. Beautiful artist. Beautiful voice. Beautiful single mom. Everything about this chick. Ooh, right down to the fact that she had a concussion and the doctors told her, hey, you're fucked in the head for life. No, you're not. Don't listen to the doctors. We happy few know better. Take it from Rasputin. Man. The fact that McDonald's logo is the archway to heaven. Red Bull gives you wings, and they're being clipped for false advertisement. The lawsuits don't stick because it's not false advertisement, is it? What do you think, Star Spangled Lunar there? Do you actually think that Reiki and good intentions and just me being in my little wizard tower here? The bell tower. I need a bell. I need a church bell. Clock tower and a bell. Oh, I would totally go for an antique cuckoo clock or something. Grandfather clock. My Nana and Poppy. Blanche and Victor Bossy. Yeah. Blanche Grace. The White Grace. Heaven's Dove. And the White Victory Buffalo. Were my grandparents, Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Cool, eh? My grandmother on the other side. Sable Hammersmith. And then Peterman. Peterman, Peter's son. The little boy who never grew up. Peter Panning. Drunken alcoholic idiot. All men in my family. On that side, the Petersons. Well, I'm Peter Man now. Panning in the kitchen. Guess what, kids? I am Captain Hook now, and I got Tinkerbell's pixie dust firing up my ability to fly here. So, there's that. Yeah, this isn't technical content. If it was professional, I'd edit out all my own thought commentary. However, this stuff never, ever, ever shuts off. So, the best I can do is learn to vocalize and verbalize and keep up with my thought processor. Ooh. I think I said this earlier. No, I didn't. Okay. Do I want to do a separate segment? I do. Up next, Jesus. And who he was talking to. He called God. I have to check my Hebrew. It's either Appa or Abba. Means daddy in English translation. Dada. He wasn't talking to father. He was talking to dada. The data. The internet downloads. The cosmic downloads of meditation, intuition that comes out when you meditate. He wasn't talking to an imaginary father like me. Imaginary friend voice in my head screaming at me all the time. He was talking to the downloads from the universe, the data. And he rose up against Pontius Pilate. Lucifer didn't rebel against God. He rebelled against the political leaders. And I would even theorize, since they fuck with the timeline and the calendars enough, they took out the Gregorian system, and they replaced it with the Masonic calendar. Took out 5,000 years of progress. So, the concept... Nazi niggers here. Fucking bitch, get out. The concept that Yeshua Christos didn't die. He's missing the first half of his life and he's disappeared for the second half. I'm telling you, somewhere in there, he is Moses. I believe Yeshua moved out from the tomb he was already released from, and he went on to Israel. Or he started as Jacob's Technicolor Dreamcoat, and he freed the slaves first, wandered through the desert on over into Nazareth. And he was actually Joseph the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Joseph the father. His son wasn't the Christ of God, he was. He came from Egypt. Moses, Lucifer, Jesus, all the same person. I'm fucking telling you. Same story. No matter what way I spin it. Where'd he go after he arose from the dead? Or that he went to Egypt, something. The fact that he would have freed the slaves from Egypt, Lucifer, rising up against God. And then when he became Yeshua Christos, Yeshua Christos. Jesus. First initial, last name. Yeshus. Jesus. Follow? I'm not making this up. I'm right. Narcissistically speaking. I'm a narcissist, self-aware. I was dropped off in front of the TV when I was 3, and I can't medically see how my personal history... I can't not be. I'm too egotistical for it. Too overt. My lacking of sympathy and empathy when I get all riled up, for sure. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel very impartial. Not like when somebody called me, hey, maybe you might be schizophrenic. That freaked the hell out of me. I'm a narcissist? Probably. What do you think, my lovely? And then Jesus rebelled again against the political leader, Pontius Pilate. Isn't that Roman? How did he end up in fucking Jerusalem? That doesn't make any sense. Again, the rest of the apostles, like, they're thrown into the fucking Colosseum with the lions and shit. The geography doesn't match the stories. Whoever you idiots had rewrite the Bible did a shitty-ass job. You can't neuralize everybody with sugar to give us all type 3 diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia. Old-timers, dumb ain't ya? Again, where do you think the linguistics come from? Tower of Babel. Beverly book shit. Rockefeller. Idiot. I missed the Red Foxen part. So, Pontius. Hey, Trudeau. Got a new name. A little bit more politically friendly than Elmer Dudd, eh? So, Pontius. I'm your conscious pilot. The Shroom Men. Dr. fucking Doom here on the good side. The universe. My Doom suit is there. Captain Dad. World's first action man. Raising his G.I. Joe army. And legit, if I had a superpower, it's Action Man. Time slows down, I see everything. Super fucking bullet time, speedy ass Max Payne stuff. Yeah, Neo wasn't the first to stop the bullets in slow time. Action Man was. Developed into G.I. Joe. Raised his own army. Well, we're gonna go for Lucifer's army, only we're Heaven's army. I'm Heaven's spawn. I'm intrinsically done. I am not letting my children grow up in the world that it is now. I'm gonna heal you. I'm autistic. I'm autistic enough. Likely. I don't know how to get tested for that. Is that a blood test? A urine test? Egotistically done. Autistically, egotistically, narcissistically, overtly done. If anybody can pull it off, it's me. Because I don't got the emotional stability to care how many times I fail. I was born a failure. According to my parents. There's a lot of that fucking retard. Retired. I'll retire you for sure, you idiot. Can you see why I smoke cigars? It just calms me right down instantly. So, what else? Garden of Eden. That's supposed to be in a volcano somewhere. And Atlantis is off the shores of Africa. It's sunk into the ocean. The whole elephant boneyard goes like underwater from Africa to this little segregated island. How did the elephants end up underwater? Well, they didn't used to be underwater. Was Atlantis the first Sodom and Gomorrah? Something. That would make sense. He left Jerusalem, went to Atlantis. He left Jerusalem, he went to Atlantis, Sodom and Gomorrah. The Bible's backwards, like the English language. Tower of Babel, fornication under consent of the English king. The Bible's backwards. He went to Atlantis, and then there was Noah's flood. And then there was Noah's flood. Atlantis sinking was the fucking flood. And there is proof. Proof! Go talk to Bill Nye the Science Guy. He studied one of the arcs. There's multiple arcs that disembarked. And a lot of them ended up in Norway. Norwegians. Blonde hair, blue eyed. Vikings. The first revelations. Ragnarok. Norse mythology that spawned out into all the other Greek and Egyptians. Atlantis sank, he was Moses. Wait. Yeah. No. Noah. He started as Noah. Backwards. He started as Jacob, Technicolor Dreamcoat, in Egypt. He turned into Moses. He freed the slaves. He went to Israel. He was the Prince of Persia, the original Aladdin, freeing the damsels trapped in the tower by the evil fucking wizards. He overthrew Pontius Pilate, got his ass kicked. He was a Reiki practitioner. He never died on that cross. He was still alive. They thought after all that torture he would have been dead. Seal him in a tomb, let him fucking starve to death. Didn't realize you can heal yourselves. And the fact that you put a hole in his hand and feet, the fact that he wasn't on a Christian cross, he was on the X one. He wouldn't have suffocated. Trying to rewrite history the way you rewrote the fucking 9/11 official inspection to make it politically sound and correct. You guys fucked this up. You left too many loopholes for my little brain to read the Bible once when I was in jail 10 years ago. Figure out. He went to Nazareth. He ended up in Rome, overthrew Pontius Pilate. Then he wandered on over to Atlantis. Sodom and Gomorrah. He did his best to get everybody out before the fiery fucking brimstone, and then the place sank into the goddamn ocean. The arks disembarked, and they went all over. There have been multiple Noah's Arks found. I've been a religious scholar for a fucking decade. I've been an occultist for 20. The Bible is backwards, and then it lands in Eden, where he turns into Lucifer, Mary Magdalene, the original Hecate, Lilith, and then he went to the Garden of Eden. Until something happened where they had to leave the Garden of Eden. Snake came along. Don't eat the apples. Hey, Assassin's Creed. How am I doing? The Staff of Hermes. Hippocrates. Hippocratic Oath. The first doctor. Yeshua. Fuck, dude, you were probably Rasputin, too. You were probably the same damn person in all these stories. And he landed in Eden, and a snake came along and said, don't eat the apples. Eat the fucking McDonald's. Eat whatever. And then they realized something got sick, and they realized they're mortal, and that they were dying. The Da Vinci Code, all about his offspring. The Holy Grail, Sanskrit. If you translate it properly, it means holy bloodline. Enter Knights Templar. Enter the holy fucking, what's it called? Crusades. King Arthur. Sir Tristan, Knight of the Round Table. My mom named me. Merlin. King Arthur. He's the King Arthur. Removing the sword from the stone. All Da Vinci Code, all parables, all riddles. He started the Crusades that turned into the Holy War against the Templars and the Assassins. Only the Templars are the Assassins, and the Assassins are the Templars. That's why the Assassins thing is the fucking Freemason emblem. Going right back to Egyptian times. The Knights Templar. The first witch hunt. The first Nazis against the Holy Knights of Christ, the Freemasons. The slaves who built the fucking things, the stoneworkers. And the Templars were all rounded up. And like my father over there, fucking Lord Dumbass, when he couldn't force a confession, force you to give up your conviction, well, no soup for you, imprisonment. Just like all of his apostles. Like a good quarter of the Bible was written in jail. By convicts, men of God who rebelled against the political system. Conviction. Men with conviction. You get where it comes from? You get me. Hi, Hecate. I know you're here. So. Did I miss anything? Revelation is Ragnarok. Ragnarok, all the political leaders, the gods get taken out, but the mortals live. That's a good sign. Da Vinci Code covered. Literally, every time I blink, it's a new program. Scanning. Otherwise, you don't see me blink. I don't need to blink. I can go a long time without blinking. I once had a staring contest with my friend's bearded dragon. And then I realized lizards don't have eyelids. They lick their eyes. Did I miss anything? Watson. Hey, Dr. Mather. Dr. Watson Mather. Did I miss anything? You're a religious scholar just like myself. You're a psychologist. You're trained in all the legal systems. Did I miss anything? Or I part of everything. Did I on Quentin Tarantino that shit? Nailed. The witch trials stem from the Holy Knights of Christ. And that turned into the donut of the month. Every month leading up to SARS, COVID, blip, blap, blue. That's the kind of stuff. You can say assault and Nazi and all that stuff. They don't kill your feet. Start talking about, oh yeah, they'll kill my feet if I start putting the donut of the month in chronological order, going back to mad cow disease and bird swine flu in a bottle. I'm going to clip off here before they cut me.